Before we start adding devices, here's a tip. Go ahead and set up device models in the device library for each device type you'll be adding. This will save you a lot of time later on. Of course, it is recommended to do first, but not must required. EG71 gives you two options, the inbuilt device repository and the custom device repository. The inbuilt device repository comes preloaded from a factory with all Milesight node device models. That includes basic device info, payload codec, and selectable objects. The objects here can be exported for future batch edition requirement. If your EG71 is online, you can just grab the latest library directly. If you're in an offline setup, no worries, you can download the latest files from GitHub and upload them manually. With custom device repository, you can create models for any protocol, LoRaWAN, BACnet, Modbus, or KNX. We'll demonstrate one example per protocol, but feel free to create only the ones you require, or skip this step altogether. Add an LoRaWAN device models. Start by naming your device model. For LoRaWAN devices, EG71 allows you to select an existing Milesight LoRaWAN device model as a template. The basic information will be autofilled. You can then modify the basic info, edit the payload codec, and manage the objects as needed. Objects can be edited, enabled for BACnet forward or Modbus forward for later integration. Select related objects that must be written at the same time with certain object, or deleted some objects if they are unnecessary. To add objects, EG71 supports manual entry by filling in the required parameters. It also offers a parse add function. Write the codec, run the parse, and if successful, objects will be generated automatically. But notice that if the objects already exists in the list, it can't be added again, such as this battery object. If no suitable template is available, select None and choose the LoRaWAN protocol. You'll then need to fill in the information manually. A payload codec example is still provided for reference, but you'll have to add objects and perform all other edits yourself. Batch import and export of objects are also supported. Once done, apply the device model. Add an BACnet/IP and an BACnet MS/TP device model. Please note that BACnet MS/TP objects are configured identically to BACnet/IP objects. The protocol difference applies only at the network/access level, not at the device template level, and there is no forward option for BACnet. Add an Modbus TCP, an Modbus TCP, and an Modbus RTU over TCP device model. Please note that Modbus RTU and Modbus TCP share the same object-level configuration. The only difference is that RTU uses a serial physical interface, while TCP uses IP networking. Object configuration is identical to standard Modbus TCP/RTU. The over TCP designation refers to the transport layer only. Add an KNX/TP device model. For KNX/TP, data point type defines the value format. Access mode determines whether the object is read-only or read/write. If custom is selected, you must manually define the data length. You can also click Import to select the device repository.zip file from local path. After importing, the device will pop up the import result. But attention that when importing the files, the device will overwrite the repository instead of appending to it. It is recommended to add one or more devices manually, then export the files to check the format. And here's something handy: if you need help, Milesight offers customization services and can help you develop and pre-configure the device library exactly the way you need it. With device types in the library, adding devices is just a few clicks, perfect for batch adding many identical ones.